Hi, how are you? My name is Pete, and in this video I'm going to show you how to spawn dinos in ARK. First I'm going to show you how to do it on a PC, however the process on a console is very similar. There is only one small difference, which I will cover later in the video. So first you need to access the console commands window, which is very easy on PC. All you gotta do is just hit the tab key on your keyboard. And as you can see down there at the bottom, there's a little window popping up where you're supposed to type in your comment. So how do you know what to type in? Well, there's two websites that can come handy when you're trying to spawn dinos. One of them being ARK Wikipedia, which is linked down in the description, and another one is .x, which is also linked down in the description. So first, on either of the websites, let's start with the Wikipedia first, you need to find the dino that you want to spawn. You can either scroll to the whole list of dinos manually, or you can just use the search box and type in the name of the dino that you want to spawn. So let's say I want to spawn the Carno. Once you type in the Carno webpage will show up, and what you're looking for is for that little spawn command section with the little button beside it says expand. Once you click the expand option, it will show you all kind of different variants that the Carno can be spawned in. So you have the standard Carno, you have the aberrant Carno, you have the corrupted Carno, and you also have the mission variants, and so on and so on. So it's totally up to you, whichever you want to spawn in. So you might notice that there's two commands in each of the variants. Let's just ignore the first one for now and focus on the second one. So what you want to do, you want to copy the whole command into your clipboard, and then you want to go back to the game and paste it in that little window at the bottom. Now don't worry about all the other numbers, just focus on the last number in that code that says 35. That's the level that the wild dino will gonna have. Now this code that I'm showing you right now will spawn the wild dino. So let's change that 35 level to level 111. And once you hit enter, the dino will spawn right in front of you. Now keep in mind, if it's an aggressive dino, it will immediately attack you. Now if you want to tame it using the commands, all you gotta do is just type in do tame in that little window again and hit enter. Just make sure that when you hit enter, the dino is in the center of your screen, otherwise it won't work. And as you can see, the dino is automatically perfectly tamed, so from level 111 we get 166. And again, that dino is treated by the game exactly the same like you would tame it normally. Now what if you want to spawn something different? Well, let's go to Alpha Carnotaurus page, and again you're looking for that spawn command expand option on the page, and here's the command to spawn the Alpha Carno. And again the last number, it's the level of the dino that you will spawn. So let's go back to the game and let's change that level 35 to level 150. And once you hit enter, as you can see, it spawns the Alpha Carno level 150. Now if you want to tame it, the command do tame won't work, because what command do tame does, it tells the game that you tamed it normally, which obviously you can't tame the alpha, but what if you still want to ride it? Well, then you use a different command, and that command is called force tame. So you type in force tame in that little window again, and again when you hit enter, make sure that you're looking directly at that dino. And as you can see, the Alpha Carno is yours now. Now the difference with that command is not only you can tame any dino in the game, even the one untamable, you can also ride it without needing any saddles. So let me show you what to do if you want to spawn the tamed dino straight away. And for that I'm gonna go to .x website. And again, use the search box to look for the Carno or whatever dino you want to spawn in. And as you can see at the very top, you have an option to click spawn command. Once you click it, you get this page where you can copy the links from here. Now you don't have all the variants of the dino, however you do have two options, the tamed version and the wild version. So we covered the wild version already, let's look at the tamed version. So you copy that link again to your clipboard, you go back to your game and you paste it in that little window again. Now pay attention that it says it's a level 60 dino, however if you would use that command, it will actually give you level 90 tamed dino, because that level 60 always refers to the wild version of that dino. So level 60 perfectly tamed gives us level 90. So let's change this to level 150, which will give us level 225 perfectly tamed Carno. And there you go, as you can see, as soon as you hit enter, you got the brand new, perfectly tamed level 225 Carno. And again, the game treats it like you physically tamed it, so it still requires the saddle, and you can still level it up or breed it or do whatever you want with it. Now let me show you what's the difference on consoles. So on consoles, first you need to go into that menu, which you can access by pressing start on PlayStation or pressing 3 lines button on Xbox. And once you're in that menu, you have to press 4 buttons simultaneously, and for Xbox it's LB, RB, X and Y, whereas on PlayStation is L1, R1, square and triangle. And once you do it correctly, you should see that window popping up on the top of the screen, and that's your console command window. So all you gotta do is use exactly the same spawn commands as we used on the PC on your console. The biggest difference is that you have to unfortunately manually type them in. And as you can see, I used the command to spawn tamed level 120 Carno, which obviously gives us level 180 perfectly tamed Carnotaurus. Now if you're on Xbox, I have one more tip for you, how to make your life easier. So first you need to go to your phone and download the Xbox app. Once you download the Xbox app, you need to open it and click that little button just beside the bell icon. Now if you haven't used it before, the app will guide you how to connect to your Xbox. However, if you did use it before, you should see something like that on your phone screen. And from here, you want to click the open remote control. Once you have the remote control opened, go back to your game and open the console command window. Then click it so the keyboard will show up on your console screen and leave it like that for a moment. Now you can use your mobile phone to go to one of the 2 mentioned before websites and just copy the spawn command into the phone's memory. So in this example I use the Dododex and I want to spawn the Anki. So I go to Anki page and I copy the command into the phone's memory. Now I can go back to the Xbox app and click that little keyboard icon at the bottom left hand corner of the screen. And here I can just paste the code that I just copied. And once I paste the code, I hit the enter, and as you can see, that will immediately send the information to your Xbox and you don't have to type it in manually. And of course, upon hitting the admin command button at the top, it will spawn the Anki just as you wanted to. Now I have no idea if there is such a thing for PlayStation. If you know, please let me know in the comment section and I will make sure I will pin it, because I personally never used the PlayStation, so I honestly don't know. Now I hope you find this video useful. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.